Hey everybody, how you doing? Mr.Bookman here, and today I will be reading The Littlest Elf, written by Brandi, Daugherty, and illustrated by Kirsten Richards. Please enjoy. Oliver was an elf. He lived with his family in the North Pole. There were many elves in Santa's village, but Oliver was the littlest one. It was Christmas, and Oliver was excited. This year, he would discover his special job at one of the Santa's workshops. He just needed to visit each shop to see which one he was the right fit. At the toy workshop where his mom worked, Oliver tried to make cuddly teddy bears, but he got lost in the huge stuffing pile. Oliver and Alf asked. Oliver's mom said, "I think you're too little for the toy workshop. Why don't you try helping out Dad at the bicycle workshop instead?" So Oliver went to Santa's bicycle workshop. "I'm ready to help," he said. Oliver watched as the shelves added wheels and seats and handlebars and bells. But the tools were very big for Oliver's little hands. "Maybe baking is your special job," Oliver's dad told him. "You should visit your brother at the bakery next." Oliver went to the bakery. These elves made sugar plums, cookies, candy cane squares, but when Oliver tried to stir the cookie dough, Oliver, "Look out," one of the elves shouted. He fell into a giant mixing bowl. "Sorry, Oliver," his brother said, "you're too little for the bakery. Maybe your special job is at the bookmarker shop." Oliver arrived at the last of Santa's workshops, where his sister worked. The bookmarkers there wrote amazing stories and drew wonderful pictures. "Can I help?" Oliver asked. "Of course," the elves replied. But the ink pot was kind of tough to reach, and the stack of papers was very tall. "Oh, Oliver," his sister cried. But markings was harder and messier than it looked. Oliver wandered through the North Pole. He was sad. Oliver knew there had to be one special job he could do, even he was little. There he heard the sounds of hooves clattering at the stables. Inside, the herd of reindeer had gathered to meet Dot, the new reindeer. She was little, just like Oliver. Dot was very excited to help Santa's sleigh. She practiced for the big night by jumping and hopping and leaping, but she could not fly. The reindeer's mama gave her a gentle kiss that was still very little. Dot looked very sad. Oliver went to cheer her up. He dug into his pocket to find a treat for Dot. But instead he found little trinkets from each workshop he had visited. Just then he had an idea. Oliver and Dot used the teeny treasures to make ornament cards and fun decorations for all the hard-working elves in the village. The littlest elf and the littlest reindeer filled a sleigh with their Christmas treats. They delivered the presents to all the workshops. The elves loved their special gifts. Soon Santa came to see what all the fuss was about. He watched as Oliver and Dot made everyone smile. Suddenly, Santa had an idea. Oliver and Dot, he said, with your big hearts and great Christmas cheer, won't you be very important helpers this year? Oliver and Dot had found their special job after all. But more important, they had each found a special friend. That was a cute little story. The elf found a friend, a reindeer. What did you all think about that story? Wasn't it a cute story? They got to help each other. That's a cute one. Well, everyone, hope all of you enjoyed this Christmas story, and I want to say thank you very much for watching and enjoying. And everybody out there, you have a safe one and a good one. And please, during these crises, can you please wash your hands? If you got a cough or sneeze, cover with your elbow. Stay your distance, 6 feet back. Disinfect things, and please wear your mask. But again, I am Mr. Bookman, and this Christmas story time reading is over.